What are your addiction?
What are my addiction?
No, what are your...
What are your addiction?
Sorry, what are mine?
What are my addiction? I'm asking it to myself now.
Yes.
What are my addiction? Top of the list is definitely other people's approval. I think that comes with a want to pursue something in the realm of comedy and having, like, you know, been that go-to guy for certain circles of friends to, like, have that quip that knocks it out of the park. So there rides that expectation, and there's that thrill, there's that rush of adrenaline when you hit it, and you get the whole room to really, you know, go with it and laugh. You know, that's a lot.
It's like heroin.
Yeah, just mainlining laughter day in, day out. And my rubber hose is just other people's smiles. You know, I don't want to be the rubber hose. I'll be the syringe.
Describe how you make a sandwich.
When you pause before reiterating it, that's what I thought you were gonna say. I make a sandwich. I'm so ready to answer this one. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about the last sandwich I made. It wasn't that long ago. I was at home and right now I live with my grandparents. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I don't really give a fuck. I'm young. I live for free in a place that's not home. So I live with them. It's nice for them. I'm a young person, so they can interact with and, you know, keep an eye on them. You know, but, you know, so they always have the fridge stocked with random things. And one day I come home and I was like, oh, for bread we have a bunch of those bolillo rolls.
Yeah.
So I never figured they were wheat ones. So when we had a bunch of, and they love pastrami, so they bought a bunch of deli pastrami. And I had some leftover Munster cheese, so I cut it not all the way through in half, but like I just made the slit, so I make like a sub, a bolillo sub, and I packed it full of cheese and pastrami, put it in the toaster oven for a little bit, let it
So you have to eat pastrami. There's no other way.
Yeah, I mean I can eat it with my hands.
Okay, yeah, there's that way.
You know, or I can just rub my face all up in it. I have no problem doing that. Then I melted it down, and they love buying avocados, so I throw avocado on anything. I just sliced up half an avocado. I put half of the half I split, so 1/4 of the avocado was mashed up into a spread. And I spread that and left the other quarter. I would slice it. So you have that experience of the smooth and the one you can kind of bite through. So I think those are both good sides of avocado. That and a little mayonnaise and mustard.
Very good answer.
Solid sandwich.
You really like this next
C+.
question? Did you dress yourself?
Yes, because my servants weren't here with me today.
Makes sense. If you could play one last song before you die, what would it be? What happened to your face?
I recently was working in a dirty area, and I just rubbed my face in some dirt.
That makes sense.
Speaking of faces,
I mean, you got a little bit of depression coming through. A little bit of depression right here. I call facial hair depression.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then afterwards, I say you scrape off your depression.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Would avocados be better as a fruit or a vegetable?
I think to put everyone's mind at ease, so people don't feel guilty about eating them all the time. I think it'd be better as a vegetable, because the fruit has that connotation of being sweet, something you would use in a pie. You don't see sweet potato pie is only vegetable pie that you really think of, but that's a starch. It's not really a vegetable.
Yeah. I guess I always consider potatoes, carrots, vegetables, big roots.
Yeah, it is a root. I guess it's a vegetable, but avocado, I think it would ease everyone's mind if the stigma around the avocado was as a vegetable, so you don't feel like a dick for
It just makes sense. Yeah. It looks like tomatoes. I feel like they could get by. They're the shape of apple. Avocado's just pit.
But then it brings up like other fruits that have a pit, like in
Yeah, but like,
apricot,
avocados are black.
cherry.
Like on the outside.
Oh, so
black and green.
you got
right?
a problem with black
They're like
vegetables?
cucumbers, man. Cucumbers are zucchinis.
Those are squashes. So
But they're the same thing, right?
because they ain't black.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to be controversial, do you think gay is funny?
Sometimes I do. Yeah, I know, right?
It's like
there are some great contexts where like gay can be funny, but then as soon as you take it one step too far, the PC army comes running in on you, being like, "We're shutting this shit down." I made a joke about I wrote it in a manuscript about two guys end up going to a bar to try and persuade someone to do something. Like, help out with something. But they didn't know it was that.
Are you telling the joke or are you describing the joke? Because you should just maybe tell the joke.
No, it's not. It's not a joke.
Oh, okay.
It's just something I wrote into like a script assignment that I had to do. So I wrote a script. I obviously took the comedy route because I can't be serious for too long, or else I'll just want to kill myself. So they go to the bar. Little did they know it was a place called the Back Door, and it was a gay bar. So you have two oblivious idiots walking into a gay bar thinking they're gonna have like a great time. You know, like one's like a Casanova, and the other one's just like an awkward, anxiety, circumstantial kind of person. You know, and then they go to a gay bar, they put drugs up their butt, and they have a good night.
The world wants to know, were you born like that, or did something happen to you?
I think something happened to me. I think I was born a normal person, like everyone else. But then, you know, there has to be something along the way that changes your psyche and how you think.
You're just one of the weird people, like.
Yeah.
And like you only function with the weird people. It's.
Yeah. It happens. Like it's not something that happens. It's not instantaneous. It's definitely a gradual progression. But like I wasn't born weird. I was a nice normal kid growing up until like I found out I enjoyed like the weird things in life, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe I was born weird. I just over time just realized, damn, like doesn't work, doesn't click, doesn't.
Yeah,
fit.
it's like I know what environment I thrive in. It's probably not that one, you know. This is what I do.
What is a definition?
It is a meaning. Literal. No interpretive. It is a literal meaning. Which sucks, because a lot of interpretive meanings are great. You know.
What's your greatest weakness?
A lot of things that derive from mental instability, like self-doubt, depression, insecurities. You know, like it all kind of culminates into like, you know, coupled with anxiety and any abuse problems I'm having through time, like at that time.
So, what about like refrigerator coolant?
Refrigerator coolant?
Yeah.
I haven't touched the stuff.
Not a weakness.
No. But car coolant, that's a different story. Automotive coolant.
Gasoline.
Woo, that's a fun night. You got me breathing fire, literally.
What's your greatest weakness? Oh wait, I just asked that.
Yeah, are we about to double down? You know, I don't think I can. Oh, that was fun.